What's going on, everyone? I am back here with another iOS 6 related video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a look at what iOS 6 Beta 4 looks like on the iPad 2, and I'm going to be showing you guys the features that you get in iOS 6 on the iPad in general. So, let's go ahead and jump in. So, here's the start lock screen on the iPad 2. Nothing looks any different. It's exactly the same. But just like on iOS 6 Beta 4 on the iPod Touch and iPhone, you have no YouTube app. So, the YouTube app has been pulled from all of the iOS devices in iOS 6, which is unfortunate. But like I said in my previous video, you can easily get YouTube by putting the mobile YouTuber, adding mobile YouTube to your iOS device's home screen, as you can see here. Which that's kind of like a different way of getting YouTube, but it'll work for now. But anyway, so here's what the home screen looks like on the iPad with iOS 6 Beta 4. This is new to the iPad. You now get a clock application, as you can tell here. Basically, it is a mirrored version of what you would find on the iPhone and iPod Touch. Just it has been designed to be on the iPad's bigger screen. So here's what the World Clock tab looks like. You can add up to, I believe, 24 different clocks. And I have 6 of them here. 5 of them were already pre-installed, but I added Honolulu, Hawaii, just to check out what their time was. But then if you want to add more clocks, you can add 6 more here, and so forth. And then you can see a world view down here to see where it is and what time and what part of that world clock is in. And I don't know if you can see it, but there is a very light shadow, kind of like a hump right here, where it kind of like a mountain. And anything inside of that shaded spot is where it's going to be dark. Anything outside is going to be daytime, of course. So, it's pretty cool. It is powered by Yahoo, right here. Next tab is the alarm tab, which looks like this. You can add an alarm by hitting the plus button. It'll bring up this, and you can configure the alarm, hit save, and then there you go. It'll put the alarm on kind of like a little time calendar sort of thing here. And then you get a big clock up here with the name of the alarm over here. And then you have an on and off switch to enable or disable the alarm. And if you want to delete it, hit the edit button, hit the little red button, hit delete, and you're good to go. So another thing in iOS 6 is that you can add songs from your music library as an alarm, which is pretty cool. So I just gotta point that out. I don't want that alarm in there again. Okay. Oop, I forgot to show the other tabs. Why did I click out of that? Anyway, okay, but next you have the stopwatch, which is pretty cool. It looks pretty sleek and modern. So when you want to start the stopwatch, you hit the green start button, and then if you want to lap, of course you hit lap, and then there you go. And then if you want to stop, hit the stop, and if you want to reset the clock, hit reset, and it's all back to normal. Next is the timer, which looks pretty much like the stopwatch section, where you have the green and red buttons up here. So if you want to, I'm going to set it just for right now, say 15 minutes, start, and there you go, it starts counting down, and you can pause and resume, and then hit the red button to be done. And you can also configure sounds for the timer. Unfortunately, well, actually you can, I didn't know about that, but you can, if you have custom ringtones or text tones installed, you will be able to use those from this menu here, just as you would on the iPhone and iPod Touch. So it's pretty cool. So that's basically the world, or not the world clock, that's basically the clock app on the iPad, which is pretty nice, in my opinion. Next is the Maps app. I showed you guys the Maps app on the iPod Touch 4th generation, and it did not have the 3D function. But now that I have iOS 6 Beta 4 on my iPad 2, I am able to show you guys the 3D map feature. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I'm going to zoom into Los Angeles, California here. Zoom all the way in until we see buildings. Okay. Now down here in the bottom left corner, you're now going to see this 3D button right next to your current location button. And when you tap that, it'll put the map into kind of like a side view, as you would be flying over in an airplane or a helicopter. And I believe that is how Apple created this 3D map, is they used airplanes and helicopters flying through cities to capture these photos. But anyway, let's go ahead and tap the 3D button, and there you go. You get a really, really nice 3D layout of the map. You can do a full 360 view of the buildings and the whole town, and even you can get little icons right here of what that building is. So you can tap the eye and it'll tell you that this is the library tower, and you can get directions to it just like normal, and get Yelp information and reviews just like normal. It's pretty cool. And one of my favorite things of this is that you can yeah, it's still kind of glitchy because it's beta, but I like to zoom in on top of the buildings and then kind of tilt up a little bit and then zoom in again, and there you go. You can see the tops of the buildings, and it's really detailed. That's one thing I really like about this, is because you can actually see a lot of detail on these buildings. Even though it's just a picture, Apple really did a good job at detailing the buildings. You can zoom all the way in here. You can see some stairs right there and everything. It's pretty cool. And then you can also go ahead and go out of 3D view. The other way to enter 3D view is by using 2 fingers to swipe, just like so. And you can tilt it up or down depending on which way you would prefer it to be. And then you can also zoom fairly far into streets. So you can see here, we're zooming all the way in to a street called South Flower Street. But I mean, you can zoom really far in, and you can even see some cars right there, 3D, kind of in 3D view, which is pretty nice. And then you can just kind of scroll through the city, through the street, click on little icons here to see what that is. Pretty cool. And this also would work if you had the iPhone 4S or the iPad 3 with the 4G data connection. You could be able to do turn-by-turn directions, which you would be able to have it in satellite view like this, or hybrid view, whichever you prefer. And you'd be able to have the little turn-by-turn icon going through the streets in the 3D view, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. Like I said before, I am not able to test that out because I do not have an iPhone 4S. I do have an iPad 3, but it does not have the data connection. I only got the Wi-Fi version. So, but yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There you go, click out of it, and there you go. So that's pretty much the 3D function of the Maps app on the iPad 2. It is really, really nice. It's still, like I said, is rendering kind of slow because of it being in beta. But when this software is actually released, I can tell you that there's going to be quite a lot of cities that will have this 3D feature, and it'll render much easier, or not easier, but much quicker and smoother. So, it's pretty nice. This is one thing that I found odd, and that is that New York City still, even in beta 4, does not have a 3D view of the city, which I don't understand. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that. New York City. So let's zoom. Oops, yeah, 3D view. Let's zoom into New York City here. I can't want to go to 3D. Zoom in already. Okay. So here's New York City, right here. So when we go into 3D view, as you can tell, there's no 3D buildings anywhere. It's just a flat satellite view. So, I mean, I really don't understand why Apple still has not implemented New York City to have 3D view. I mean, I don't know what the reason is, but like I said, maybe in the full release of iOS 6, they'll put New York City in there. So, yeah, that's basically this 3D feature there. Whoa, where the heck did it just take me? That's weird. Okay, but yeah, there we go. It's pretty awesome in my opinion. I could see myself using it quite a bit, as well as you guys also. But, so yeah, it's awesome. The camera app, I think there was no, there wasn't. Okay, but anyway, that's pretty much what I was here to show you guys on the iPad 2 in iOS 6. I will make a follow-up video to this when I find more iPad specific features. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button right there. Thumbs up the video. I always appreciate you guys doing that. Comment below if you have any questions about what you just saw here, or if you just have questions about iOS 6 in general. Yeah, just don't be afraid to ask or comment. And yeah, thanks for watching again, and peace out till next time.